Hello to my Cancers. All right, Cancers, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. Talking to you wherever Cancer is in your birth chart. So I'm talking to your fourth house. So even my cross watchers, fourth house. Fourth house is all about your family, home life, sense of security, your ancestry, your self-care, traditions, inner emotions, maternal figures, and your pets, right? So all of that is being discussed in your reading. Learn your birth chart. Learn your birth chart, talking to your fourth house. So no matter what your zodiac sign is, no matter what your sun, moon, rising, Venus, talking to the Cancer in you, the Cancer zodiac sign in you. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I intentionally put up a video for the moon in Ophiuchus when it was at 100% illuminated, because Ophiuchus sits right between, it's passes, it helps you to between when the moon is in Scorpio and it moves into Sagittarius, is right there in between your breakthrough, really. Scorpio is the death card, right? So you needed time to let like grieve something. You're releasing something, do your spiritual cleansing, all of that. But it's all in the full moon phase in this particular month, this full moon phase. Um, the moon will be moving from Sagittarius into Capricorn, so that affects your back. It affects your back, your skin, your hair, your veins, all of that, right? And so, full moon rituals. The full moon may be a time for intuition and creativity, but also workings associated with banishing and letting go of some things, right? So once the moon reaches the peak of the energy, it slowly begins to wane. It's the opportunity to release everything that inhibits your personal growth. This could be thoughts, people, or emotions, anything that doesn't support or align with your higher self and purpose. This release of lunar energy provides the energetic boost needed for spells and rituals and any other workings that require a decrease of energy. All right. I radiate love and light. So continue radiating love and light, Cancers. Let's get into an angel number here. Let's get an angel number again. Happy full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, planet of good luck and good fortune. Good luck and good fortune. So you should feel very fortunate that you are a Cancer. Very fortunate that you are a Cancer, or that you're very in tune with your fourth house of the Cancer in you. Shift reality 732. Luck is a mindset. So your angels want you to be ready for some lucky breaks headed your way. Okay, Cancer. When you are in a negative mindset, negative forces are attracted to reinforce it. However, when you feel lucky, forces that reinforce that feeling come in. Take several pauses throughout the day to repeat the mantra, things always work out for me, and simply feel lucky. This for my cross watchers as well. This color blue is your throat chakra. Things always work out for me, and simply feel lucky. I'm going to say it one more time. Things always work out for me. Not sometimes, not every now and then. Things always work out for me, and simply feel lucky. Say it. Things always work out for me. So you're closing out a cycle and learning how to speak peace into your life. Speak it in peace, right? Radiate love and light. Things always work out for me. Say it. Always work out for me. Whatever the past was, you could have been around some energies that contaminated your water. That was then. We're talking about right now. You flushed all of that out. We got to Ophiuchus. We had the moon in Scorpio. We talked about the moon in Ophiuchus. That's why I put the extra video up. And so now the moon is in Sagittarius. Now you're ready to ascend higher. So you're not carrying that extra baggage when you're traveling higher. You're trying to aim and go higher, right? Right. So you're shooting for the stars. And so you don't have time to carry that extra weight down. I think, I'm not sure, and all the energies that come along with it. So, all right. So the full moon in Sagittarius is all about truth, wisdom, expansion, freedom, adventure, and higher purpose. This moon encourages you to break free from limitations and seek greater meaning and align with your personal truth, right? All right. So around spiritual expansion and truth. Remember, Sagittarius is the I philosophize sign, right? Like you all are the I feel sign, they're the I philosophize sign. So your reading is going to be around spiritual expansion and truth. It's going to be around purpose, direction, and growth. It's going to be around freedom, travel, and exploration. A lot of people are going to be traveling. Also around courage, passion, and risk, because Sagittarius is a fire sign, right? So let's ask Source some questions for you and get some answers. What truth is Cancer being called to face or express right now, Source? What truth is Cancer being called to face? And this is around spiritual expansion and truth, right? Spiritual expansion and truth. What truth are you being faced? Okay. You may not have felt fulfilled. You may have traveled all around the world and still not have felt fulfilled. Something that you may have had some unanswered questions about some things within yourself, like in terms of like the world, like somebody may have been world traveled but still felt fulfilled. Like, okay, where are you from? You may have been talking to people but still just felt like you just didn't have some questions answered. Like as far as people talking about you behind your back, like where in the world, where in the world, where in the world are you from? Like where's your family from? Three, so some kind of something inspired, some kind of action, some kind of talking, something inspired, some kind of travel, some kind of world, something around some kind of a Saturn return. Something inspired a Saturn return, right? Some kind of conversation inspired a Saturn return. So, um, for you to return to something, right? Because that's what the world card is. World card is like something inspired some kind of Saturn return, something in your spirit. Saturn return happens every 29 and a half years, but something inspired a Saturn return. Like what inspires you to go back to your roots? Like what inspires you to go back home? Like even we're not talking about like the place you were born. Like what inspires you to go back to like where you get answers from? Like back to your homeland, motherland. Like what inspires you to go back to, because this world card is Saturn is an outer planet. Who or what inspired you to go back to something? Like somebody came into your life to inspire you to go back. Let's say for instance somebody inspired you to go back somewhere. You may have talked to someone, you may have been in a romantic relationship with somebody. Something inspired you to go back somewhere, some kind of take some kind of inspired action, and that's where you're shifting some kind of a reality. So that's some kind of a truth that's being expressed right now. So what outdated beliefs or philosophies is Cancer ready to release? Okay, because there's some kind of uh-oh. Okay, so this came out upside down. Yeah. So somebody may have believed that everybody was on their team. So that could have been, you could have believed that everybody was on your team. You could have really believed that everybody was a team player, like everybody was, really wanted to help you, or like um you could have been talking like team player team, and with the same energies. Like you could have been a person who was like team Cancer, right? Because usually Three of Pentacles is like team player energy, right? You could have been this team Cancer kind of energy, kind of like in a naive kind of way. But there's duality to everybody, right? Remember we started out this cycle in a because something is coming full circle for you now. You could have believed that you could have had a belief system, because you're shifting a reality, right? And luck really is a mindset, right? So you could have believed that a certain group of energies were luckier than you are. in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like people believe that cancers, some people could believe that cancers are lucky, right? They could believe, okay, cancer is in the house, they must have. And I make this joke about cancers all the time, right? That people think that y'all got like a vault, like you press a button like in the movies, or you pull a book out of a bookshelf, and all of a sudden, the bookshelf moves, and you got a big vault sitting behind a wall. And it's just like filled with like stacks and stacks of money. Y'all may have that, I don't know. But some people think that maybe white people are luckier than black people, or Hispanic people are luckier than uh, Asian people. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like people are luckier than people. But sources saying really it's like shifting luck is a mindset. That some people are luckier than other people, whatever you may believe. But everybody is not on a particular team. Like everybody is not, like some people will talk about people behind their back. Like you may be team cancer, but another cancer who doesn't look like you, or have a different moon sign, or grew up in a different place geographically, may not be on your team, right? We talking about this right here. They could have been planted, seeds could have been planted in their spirit a long time ago. Geographically, they may be like, we're not on their team. They could have grown up in a totally different family. They're not worthy to be a part of. They're not a part of, even though you could have traveled to um, some kind of place. Somebody may look at you and go, no. So you're shifting some kind of a reality. And again, luck is a mindset. Like you could be, oh, team cancer. Oh, we're in the same team. Like, going to a workplace and feeling like, okay, we're both cancers. We must be the same. And that cancer could not like you for whatever reason. It could be because you're a woman, because you're a different skin color, because you're a man, because you're tall, because you look like somebody who broke their heart in middle school or high school or whatever. So sources saying, and people could be talking about you behind your back, um, or saying things. And so you're grateful that something is over now, something has come full circle. And that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. So people could have been talking about you, could have been talking about your family, the whole 9 yards, but everybody's not on the, same whatever. So, um, but you know your worth, and you know your value. But seeds could have been planted in your spirit a long time ago that, like I said, everybody is on the same team. That could have been something, but you're emptying that out now, that everybody is not on the same team, because you know your worth and you know your value, right? You know your worth and you know your value. And so somebody could have almost kind of been sheltered in a sense, like in a shell, in a, like you being in a shell, like in a crab shell to some degree, right? And so something could have come up out of the, something could have, like, once you started coming out of your shell a little bit, and kind of grown up out of that, coming through the soil a little bit and planted places, somebody started realizing, right? Somebody wanted to put an end to your value, like trying to devalue somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So here we go. Yeah. By overwhelming you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, overwhelming your belief in something, right? So, and again, see this wolf energy right here, dark wolf energy and light wolf energy. Yeah. So, and these could have been your own family members that could have planted a seed. They're saying that they're not, you're not a part of a team, or, talking about you behind your back, or it could have been other people that could have planted a team, whatever this, whatever situation is. But that's somebody is shifting their reality to something. But anyway, here we have, what is Cancer soul longing to explore or learn next? So yeah, so somebody is, like I said before, something for possibly something in your 10th house could have been overwhelming. you know, for you, 10th house is all about career, life goals, achievement, public image, father, you know, masculine aspect, social status, or fame. You know, like the more you start believing in your dreams again, and the more and more, you know, light is shown on like your past and like your family and like kind of sort of where you're from, and seeds being planted in your spirit and everything. And because now that something is over and something is behind you, somebody is really learning that some people like were not on your team. They were not, you know, on your team to begin with, right? So there's a tower moment that's happening here. Here's a yeah, tower moment happening here. Third energies were just not, yeah. I don't know who this is for, but it's almost like so something is coming full circle here. I feel like you're creating some kind of a like a new tradition or something. You're breaking, for sure, somebody is breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse, because I feel like somebody's ancestors are really coming through here. Like you're enlightening, because you're, again, you're radiating, you radiate love and light, because I feel like somebody does know their worth and they know their value. Looking at your cards here, and you're planting some seeds here that are growing, planting seeds that are growing, right? And you're grateful that some things are behind you, but anybody who was just like not on on your team, it's okay, because like I said, during that purging process for you all, when we talk about the moon was in Scorpio, and that's why I put the extra Ophiuchus video up. Scales are removed from your eyes, and so sources like your money is growing. Somebody has, either you're in a relationship, a marriage, or maybe you're getting married or whatever, maybe you have kids or whoever. But this really is you. Like somebody felt very safe between maybe your parents or grandparents, maybe you had a dog growing up, whatever. But somebody felt very, very safe, um, protected, and some energies did not want you. Somebody wanted to put an end to that. Somebody wanted to put an end to that for you and someone else, right? By here we have try to use your words against you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And what I'm picking up here in your cards is almost jealousy. It's like almost like your whoever this was just jealous of you, Cancer. Whoever this is just jealous. These are loved ones, just jealous. I mean, of you finally believing in your dreams, jumping to conclusions, almost like somebody just trying to embarrass or humiliate somebody. This is what this is, like somebody really wanted to humiliate somebody. But again, you don't have to worry about that. Something is now behind you. People were talking about you behind your back. They were showing, you know, some kind of solidarity when it came against team coming up against you to hurt you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So that part is over. Has a Three of Pentacles in reverse. So something is over. Um, because somebody kind of took a lead on um, you know, kind of like I said, creating some kind of conflict or like poor communication, um, you know, like lack of teamwork, some kind of in a project or a group. It's like somebody just really wanted to destroy somebody. I mean, like literally, it's just like as soon as you started believing in your dreams, whatever your dreams were, it's like all this conversation went on behind your back, like to just really cause you a tower moment. So I don't know who you are, but take what resonates with you. So somebody was an open book. Here we have the Page of Swords here, but there's two sides of an open book, right? In the physical and the spiritual realm, right? So while people were saying that you were playing mind games and your words were going to be used against you, somebody could have been working on a book, like literally could have been working on a book. You could have been writing a book, right? Or several books, who knows? Again, take only what resonates with you. And by the way, thank you all. Speaking of books, everybody's book is up on Amazon. So thank you all for your support. We do have the Gemstones and Crystals books up on Amazon, and then also for everybody's zodiac signs. I was waiting for, you can only upload a certain number of books at a time on Amazon. So the books are up for everybody's zodiac signs. So again, you can go check them out. You can go check them out. We have more to come. But yeah, so people pray for people like you all, Cancer. They pray for your sweetheart energy, for you to be an open book, for you to open up to people. But people were getting all kinds of ideas about you, as you were opening up and sharing, um, just sharing, and trying to cause you to have a tower moment. Just to let you know that they were just not on your team. They were not on your team. Like they didn't want to be a part of, in other words, they'd rather drag you down to a lower frequency. Yeah, but in hindsight, somebody could not see something. Somebody's seeing something now, but you couldn't see something then. So you would have just walked away and just closed out a cycle. Here we have the Seven of Wands here. Yeah, so there's somebody has fire in their birth chart. um, You couldn't see that somebody, this is about seventh house enemy. Somebody was aligning themselves. So seventh house is about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, enemies. So somebody was in that vein. They were aligning themselves with, they were a secret enemy of yours. And it's, like I said, this darkness right here. So something had to come to light. Whatever was done in the dark had to come to light. And in hindsight, if you had known that, you would have walked away from two energies, but somebody could not see that. So somebody's sun or moon could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But yeah, somebody could not see that before, or you would have saved yourself. Somebody would have saved yourself. The scales would have come off of your eyes then. That somebody was wanting you to save them from something, but somebody couldn't see something. Like I said, hindsight is 2020. Yeah. So yeah, somebody was definitely trying to make you look like a fool. I was definitely trying to make you look like a fool, like trying to make you look like a fool to your friends, your community, your goals, your hopes, your wishes, your awareness, your humanitarianism, your technology, your future. Like somebody was definitely trying to make you look like a complete fool. Um, but continue radiating love and light. Continue radiating love and light, whoever you are. Um, and get back on center stage. That's you. Get back on center stage. Here's the Six of Wands here. Because energies have kept you and somebody apart for a long time for whatever reason. So let's see what else we got going on here. Somebody could have just been in a very poisonous environment, and a poisonous environment could mean anything. There could have been drinking going on. There could have been um, poisonous smells going on. Like sometimes somebody have to also understand, like when you're in the presence of dark energies, you can smell stuff like sulfur, you can smell gases, you can smell things that kind of sort of render you like almost lightheaded and dizzy. And it could be so faint that you're wondering, like, why do you keep getting lightheaded and dizzy when it's coming through vents for somebody? So sources letting you could have been in those types of environments where, like I said, in hindsight, this is the Eight of Cups here. Somebody would have saved themselves from some things. You and somebody could have saved yourself. But again, you're not going to know everything ahead of time. Sometimes you learn after the fact. So in terms of like purpose, direction, and growth, what is Cancer's next step on the path to fulfilling their higher purpose? What's your next step? What is Cancer's next step, Source? What is Cancer's next step? Somebody is start realizing that when you start kind of like being an open book around energies, so sometimes it's better for you to just journal. Sometimes it's just better for you to just journal, because the energies definitely were trying to overwhelm you and bring a tower down on you, Cancer. Whoever you are, my energies are definitely trying to bring a tower down on you, your fourth house, your family, your home life, your sense of security, your tradition, your inner emotions, um, your pets. I mean, like completely cause just a complete tower right? So here's a Knight of Swords here. So this is, again, a matter of perspective. Some energies were saying you're running from something, like quickly running from something, right? Because you're wondering, what is the purpose, right? In terms of like, but that's a matter of perspective. I don't know who's on a motorcycle. Somebody who's rides a motorcycle. You could have somebody who rides a motorcycle in common with someone who may have said something, told some kind of a lie about something, who calls you a nightmare. Somebody who may have spent time restricted. Maybe they spent some time, incarcerated. They may have said something to save themselves from some, who knows. But some energies were like obsessed with you and someone. They were obsessed with you and someone's past on some kind of a Saturn return. And again, Saturn return is every 29 and a half years, for you. So again, as you are lightening your load and releasing energies, Cancer, again, knowing your worth and knowing your value. Somebody does not have to be paranoid. When you know your worth and knowing your value, recognize that everybody is not on your team, recognizing that you don't have to be pulled into certain things. Like somebody's learning how to, this water right here. People are shaped and guided by the earth that holds and surrounds it. So where's the card? This Seven of Pentacles right here. When seeds are planted very early on, remember this is root chakra, and people's families very early on. A lot of things are said about people behind their backs, and it's very low vibrational. So yeah, everything is not, I don't know who you are, who I'm talking to, but you may be a person who knows your worth and your value, but some people, don't want you to be a part of something. Some people want you on the outside of certain things. They don't want you to be a part of whatever family they're in, because they don't see your value as the same as you see yours. We have, in terms of freedom, travel, and exploration. So how can Cancer invite more freedom and adventure into their lives? How can Cancer invite more freedom and adventure into their lives, right? In terms of like freedom, travel, and exploration. Because I feel like a lot of people are going to be traveling more, right? Yeah, getting out in the sun. Get outside in the sun more. This is how somebody's going to really just kind of like get out of your shell a little bit more, because it's going to expose. It's going to, first of all, sunbathing. That's the whole reason for the word bathing. It's going to clean off any kind of like stuck things you may have had dreams about. Like sometimes people have dreams, they may journal. That's one part of it about it, but you stay stuck in the house all day. Get outside. If you have a patio, a deck, just get outside for a few minutes, get in front of a window, something where you're getting some like cleansing, like a gemstone or crystal. And speaking of which, some of the full moon rituals, which I do have on TikTok and also have, um, on YouTube Shorts, is you can harvest herbs at this time. They're easier to dry. Do divinations. You can also make moon water. You can also cleanse and charge your crystals in the moonlight. You can also make protective amulets. You can also cleanse and charge tools under the moonlight. Yeah. Yeah, for some people, the roots run real, real deep, depending on where you are, like I said, in the world. But something has ended, something has come to an end. Um, so you can put some kind of talk that was going on behind your back, yours and someone else's back, has come to an end. Something around music, something around kids or your younger self or your inner child or something like that has come to an end. You can go ahead and put a manhole cover over that. But in hindsight, somebody would have walked away from, um, I don't know who this person is. It could have been one love interest, or I don't know. I feel like somebody could have been, it could have been somebody you dated that you could have thought they were wish fulfilled for you. They actually ended up being a nightmare. There's somebody that you have in common with somebody, but they ended up being a nightmare. Um, they like to play a lot of mind games. Whoever this energy is, they like to play a lot of mind games. Yeah, somebody has Aries somewhere in their birth chart. They um they like to play mind games, like they like play people like a chess game, right? It could be their sun sign or their moon sign, but somebody was definitely trying to bring a tower down on you. And Aries is the first house. First house is all about personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impressions, self-awareness, outlook on life. And then also the Tower card also speaks to eighth house. So something around renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, the occult, mystery, intimacy. So it could have been somebody who you shared finances with, somebody you could have been intimate with, somebody that you could have kids with, or, mentored, whoever it is. Somebody, like I said, some in some way, shape, form, or fashion, they were restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, Here we had the Three of Swords here. Some kind of disappointment. Yeah. But something, like I said, something is closed out. So what the enemy, with the energy, well, enemy, right? The enemy tried to do, but the enemy would be the devil, right? Tried to do was try to lie by keeping you and somebody apart, right? Um, Talking to you, talking to somebody else in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Looks like um, about possibly divorce. If you were ever divorced or married, and if you had surgeries, or maybe where you traveled to. I mean, just like a whole lot of other, just very disappointing. But this is somebody that somebody could have been like telling people that they were saving you, or they saved you and your kids, or your mentees or students from something. Like, what? This sounds like somebody who was just very, very bitter, but people found out this energy was lying. They just wanted to be the center of attention for something, having their wishes fulfilled for something. In other words, the devil is the author of confusion, like to just create a bunch of confusion. So you and somebody else's wishes are being fulfilled. In hindsight, somebody would have learned how to read between some kind of line. Somebody just not was not on. Somebody saw you as competition from the very beginning. I don't know who this is, somebody who you would have been romantically linked with or married to. I don't know, dating somebody. But something for them is just like deep, deep. It's deeply, deeply rooted. And it's like a team of energies that kind of hang out together like that. Team of energies that kind of hang out together like that. So Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to be very mindful of energies who, and something was very overwhelming for someone. They were trying to bring a tower down on you. It's almost like somebody was trying to bring out, somebody thought something was all fun and games. Two energies thought something was all fun and games, right? It's like somebody was trying to bring this animal out of you, Cancer. They wanted everybody to see, I told you, I told you Cancer wasn't a sweetheart. You know how I always say in my readings, Cancer's a sweetheart. It's like somebody wanted to bring this wild animal out in you, right? So you can now celebrate. Something is over. Something is over. This is why I talk about protecting your water so much, Cancer, because somebody's a prayer warrior. It's better for you to Go into your shell and go and pray, because your prayers went across bodies of water. Your prayers went across bodies of wherever energies are. We're talking about the world. Your prayers can reach all across the world, bodies of water on behalf of other people, where people are, people are trying to bring a tower to some energies. They're trying to overwhelm energies. Your prayers went across bodies of water, right? Just like people pray for you. When source puts energies on your heart, again, to pray for energy, no matter who they are, just go straight into prayer. Obedience really is better than sacrifice. It don't matter. Some of the people that that's what I'm seeing as creativity. Somebody getting their bodies of water and realize they were pulled into some mess and just start praying. When people realize, oh my gosh, you're being pulled into some mess you had no idea you're being pulled into, you say, okay, get near a body of water and start praying. Just start praying. Um, Yeah, because people who wanted you to be on some kind of a team really did not see you as a team player. You may have had a title, but no authority on something, because the deep roots for something ran real deep. Um, so let's see what we got going on here. The energies were definitely trying to hurt someone, or two energies, you and somebody, karma, trying to weave something. Like this is like a knit together something. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. So some energies wanted you to, they wanted to create, like some energies wanted to create your karma, but energies were playing God in your life. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is like, you never have to be on get back time, like demon time, for any energies. Once you put energy out into the universe, it comes back, right? It's karma or dharma, right? You don't ever have to go on about your business, go on about your life, go on about save yourself, go on about your life. It'll come back, and however it comes back, you don't, yeah. Somebody was just sitting around waiting for something bad to happen to you. Whoever you are, Cancer, somebody was sitting around waiting for something bad. And I'm talking to your fourth house. Fourth house, again, is about something, they waiting for something bad to happen to your family, your home life, your sense of security, your ancestry, your self-care, your traditions, your inner emotions, your maternal figure, your pets. Like these energies, it was like enough couldn't happen to you. Whoever you are, it's like enough couldn't happen to you. Like it's like everybody wants to gather around. Like they wanted it to be all over the whole world. They want everybody to see, like you was on a TV show, like the Truman Show. People wanted the whole world to see you just have this complete and total collapse. You know how deep seated some hatred has to be for somebody to be. This is somebody who's told everybody that you know how big of a God complex a person has to have to want to see somebody's whole life be destroyed. So I don't know who this energy is. So anyway, source is saying to you, something has come full circle. Here we say it's time to open your vault door. So somebody looking at your cards here, as disappointing as something is, you can now move on. This is again why I put up the video Ophiuchus, because the moon was at 100% in Ophiuchus, but that is where the scales from your eyes had to be removed to let you know some energies were obsessed. I'm talking about obsessed, literally to death do them part this planet, and then to infinity and beyond, like spreading the world, contaminating all parts of the sea, the world, water. All you need is like a drop of poison in the water for it to just go across. Somebody wanted the whole world to. Here we have, treat yourselves to a spa day. Somebody misses you. Schedule a vacation. It's time for you to schedule a vacation. You have a new attitude. Somebody is a druid. It's a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. It's time to do a sacral chakra cleanse, third eye chakra cleanse. You are protected and loved. Trust your first mind, Cancers. Somebody X wants to return. Somebody's enemy's plan backfired. Drink more water as a form of self-care. So yeah. So that's where you're shifting a reality. Luck is a mindset. And so your angels, want you to know that some lucky breaks are headed your way. And so when you're in a negative mindset, negative forces are attracted to reinforce that. So that is why I put up the extra videos, which sometimes throws my numbers out of whack, completely out of whack. That's why I ask people to like, share, comment, and hopefully subscribe. But please download a moon calendar because it does affect parts of your body, and you want it to have you. If your body is feeling some kind of way, it could be a sign that sort of saying, pay attention to something, right? Not just in the um, spiritual realm, but also in the physical. The energies we're trying to, whoever this somebody's ex was, it could have been love interest, could have been several, who knows, coming together. It's a group of people coming together. They were like, okay, we had put a team, you put all this energy together, a team of energy to come together to try to cause you to have a complete tower moment. I mean, like, wow. Instead of um, someone really, really being the love of somebody's life, somebody put this much energy, instead of somebody really radiating love and light in your life and really, really being love in your life. I mean, really radiating love. They would rather radiate death and darkness. Like, come on, not cool at all. Shine bright. So it's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. So continue being a sweetheart, Cancer. I'm talking to men and women Cancers, or your fourth house. Remember. So what do you want? So if you react negatively to success and joy of others, it's a sign that you want more for yourself. So don't hold yourself back. Expand your comfort zone. Yeah. So pursue happiness. So never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you can truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss, inner strength. Don't lose yourself in things that you can't change. Focus on the things that you can change, like your attitude, your mindset, and energy. You've got everything that you need. Starlight, don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep the faith and create light in the dark. The path of the stars is made by the same energy. And then embodiment. So now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Remember, you're the I feel sign, right? So embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires, right? So yeah, so I see you celebrating something, a lot of your wishes coming true, because a lot of energies, they wanted their wishes to come true. I just couldn't imagine. I don't know who this is for. I really don't. Again, take only what resonates with you. But if somebody finds themselves in this such an extreme situation, literally, from your first house to the 12th house, almost like somebody's feeling like they saved all of your houses, like they literally gave you life. They had the power to give you life and take life away from you. um yeah, some that should be an alarm for somebody. That should be a huge alarm that somebody could be dealing with an energy that has a like, I brought you into this world and I can take you out of this world, whether you're friends with them, working for them, married to them, related to them. Like, I made you so I can break you like that. Nah, not cool. So somebody is incredibly, like I said, you got a lot of really, really good things headed your way, but somebody was definitely, some energies are definitely playing God in your life. So I'm sending a lot of good energy your way, Cancers. But yeah, get out the house, get some fresh air, get some fresh air. Um, stay focused. Yeah, stay focused. Continue radiating love and light, into your life. You have a lot of great things on the horizon for you. Speaking of the moon in Sagittarius, I do see travel and your plan moving ahead. I do see somebody back on stage. Maybe your speaker. Somebody could have been a um somebody could have been I don't know what I'm getting from somebody, that somebody could have been um, reading or writing books or whatever, but something about your energy is something is getting you out of your shell. Something about you being on stage. I don't know what kind of, because y'all are pretty creative. So something about you returning back to the stage as a leader. You are somebody. You're definitely your cardinal sign. You're a leader. Um, but yeah, some energy definitely was trying to make you look like a fool. So don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents. And there it is. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. Yeah, use them to build your world. So something you have coming up, and this is amazing. This is really amazing. So somebody has definitely been through it. Like you've been from the rooter to the tutor, of energy trying to make you look like a fool. So somebody has a whole lot to write about or sing about or play instruments about or whatever you're creating, something about you. You have a lot of it. But so kudos to you, Cancer, and I will see you all in the next video. But again, happy full strawberry moon and Sagittarius. See you in the next video. Bye.